I have with me Coach Akuh. I don't know how to describe him. Really, he's been doing so much for wrestling Nigeria, and also the fact that he has led so many areas to good benefit. I have the pleasure of having you today. Coach Akuh, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure. I'm glad to be. I'm glad to be with you.
Yeah, we are right here in Saudi Arabia, and yeah, we crop of wrestlers. Take us to what how the experience has been for you and also for your wrestlers.
It has been a very fantastic start. Uh, I can remember when we were coming, the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Adewale Bashir, Controller General, visited us. Visited us and word of admonition, at least at the coaching. And I can tell you, we got a gift from him.
Yeah, interesting. He's not going to reveal that when he gets a gift from
No,
you.
no, no.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got a gift
yeah.
which motivated both the athletes and the coaches. So we came here with a very high spirit. For me, I thought we were coming here for athletes for gold. But it's just quite unfortunate that we had two gold and two silver, which is still very good for me. And I think we'll go back home and correct the little mistakes that the little mistake that I see that is correctable. So I'm very sure the next championship will probably the Grand Prix, France. I'm sure the team will do well.
Yeah, talking about wrestlers, we had Blessing Bobo, who just recently retired, and we also have the likes of Amas Nori also doing much again, and we have new crop of wrestlers. How do you bring in new crop of wrestlers to replace it all? Because we know in a few years from now, Oduayo will no longer be competing, and also so many others are all very definitely be leaving the scene. How do you get new wrestlers to come to the ground?
We have like a grassroots program. In our national competitions, we include grassroots wrestling where we discover talents and we have a database where we normally monitor them. We have an Olympic training center in Bayelsa, so we take them, blend them together with the senior team. So and they you learn from each other, they learn from each other. So we have a couple of young athletes that, that are doing well. And also too, the likes of the people we have now, Musoya, Kolawale and all that, we have other younger ones who we are training together with them. So we have the program that I feel with this new government president we have, will continue and will invest more in the grassroots.
Talking about investments in grassroots, there's something that's been on my mind for quite some time. I don't know whether my other friends will also be talking about it's the fact that recent times we have more women wrestlers than men wrestlers. Why? What is happening? Is it that men are running away or wrestling is not lucrative for the men to go in?
Anything with men is always very competitive. So for me, we have comparative advantage. So then the catchment area, let's focus more. So we focus more on where we have our strengths.
Yeah.
So we focus on more. But we are underground, we are planning how to develop the male athletes too. So, but for now, where we have comparative advantage, Olympics is let's say 2 years now from this time. So, and we want to win medal. So let's focus instead of distracting, putting attention here. So let's just focus on the women. And although, like I said, we are still working on the men program too.
Yeah.
So, but we're focusing on the ladies.
But let's be realistic with each other. Let's take a look at the sport, wrestling. Why I think this is what's been on my mind for quite some time is the fact that I look at men, what it takes for you to be a wrestler, and the emolument that comes from it. The demands of the society for men, when you from your home and everything. There's this quick reward that you're into sport. You should be bringing in money. You should be bringing in money. And these days, because it takes some time for you to be able to make money in wrestling, unlike football. I think one of the reasons why the number of men that are going to wrestling is reducing compared to your time when you see sports as everybody wants to go into sport compared to what is happening right now, and also with the fast making money scheme that boys are into. Do you also think it's also affecting wrestling? Why the numbers?
I quite agree with you, but in other words, you look at we have like few young talented wrestlers and male wrestlers, but the fund is not there to expose them
Okay.
to international competitions.
Okay.
When you don't expose athletes and they can't find any benefit.
Okay.
We're just training around the year. We're not traveling. We are not competing. Maybe probably African Championship. By the time we look at it, oh, the budget. Oh, we have budget for the female 10-week classes. Okay, let's take two. Others will feel somehow they get discouraged. So, but we every time we appeal to the government, we appeal to our fans, corporate bodies that we need sponsors, we need. So if we have that funds, we can expose them. It's our tradition, it's our traditional sport, our sport. So and I think that's. But I quite agree with you too. So it was one of the factors too.
Okay. But away from that, another thing that's been on my mind is also the fact that majority of our wrestlers, the part of the country they are coming from. We know from the West, there's this natural propensity, we used to call it gidigo. When we were small, when we were growing up, you just try to tumble each other. The first person that are able to make the other person's back to land on the ground is the winner and stuff like that. There's always that thing in the Southwest. But I mean, when we go now look into our international professional wrestling, we seem to have more women, more wrestlers coming from the part of Niger Delta and Odo, not even the entire Southwest and Odo State. Why is it happening like that? Why is it that we don't have people from the northern part of it go into wrestling? We don't have people from east go into wrestling. What's happening? You are in it. Take me through what you think is here.
I think the problem is from the states,
Okay.
from the sports council.
Okay.
At every level, they want where they can win. So they don't want to. Many states don't want to develop. Wow. Many states just want, oh, where's our catchment area? Oh, is it swimming? Is it athletics? So many don't want to develop sports. They are not into developmental programs. Okay. They just want, oh, this is where we can get medal. Like you said, in Bayelsa too, it's their traditional. In Bayelsa, in South is their traditional thing. They want maybe marriage ceremony, the wrestle, burial,
there's always something to wrestle about.
There's always something to wrestle about. Yeah. So that's why you still see young athletes coming up from that side. And from Ondo, it's for me, it's something I have passion for. It's something I organize competition, I go out and getting young ones to wrestle and all that. So I think we just have to educate most council, our government that there's developmental program, there should be developmental program from every nook and corner of this country, the awareness of, and if they do that, we have plenty of wrestlers who compete within ourselves, then we can move further from there, Olympic, Commonwealth Games, World Championships.
But talking about of them, we still have about 2 years before the Olympics, about 2 years before the Olympics. What do you think the current group of wrestlers can deliver for you? I know we've been so close. We had Bessie Boro to do. Several times, Odo and you are doing so close. One thing or the other, she will miss out. From your experience and from what you say, do you think we have a very good chance at the next Olympics?
We have a very, very, very good chance. Come 2028 Olympics. We have the youngest. You can see them here. They display what they have here, and they still have 2 years more to prepare. So we have very serious chances. Not one, not two, nothing. I can assure you. I can assure the good Nigerians. We have great chances of winning. Not one medal, not two. I won't tell you the color of the medal, but at least we have chances of
We've seen bronze color, we've seen bronze, we've seen silver. I want to see something golden at the next Olympics right here. But if you look at it now, with your exposure right now, being able to travel far and wide, work with different coaches from other countries and everything, what are the things that you need that can set you on the path to securing gold? What do you think? Let's just say, what do you think is the roadmap that can get you to that place?
Like we started already, we have few of them in the universities in the United States.
Okay.
They compete almost every 3 weeks. Okay. That's the first thing you need is for them to compete. And we are trying to introduce international training camp. Before we came here, we were invited to Japan, where the one leading university in the female category in Japan. Saw how they were training, saw the facility. So all these are the things we are putting together: the training, the competition, and we're going to invest. We're going to motivate them. Everything to make sure that yes, we get what we want.
It's going to be quite interesting. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's a pre tournament for African Championship. You know, we are leading in the female category. We've been for the past 15 years now. We've been winning back to back the African title. So Paris, our intention is to have a training camp, have a dual meet with the French side. Then we go into the Grand Prix Championship, which will be a pre tournament for the African Championship. So just to make our athletes ready for the championship, we want to still conquer Africa and bring back the cup back home.
Before I finally let you go, I just want to take you down memory lane. When you were a wrestler, and compared to the current crop of wrestlers right now, and now that you are training wrestlers, what is the advantage that this current crop of wrestlers have that you never had during your time?
It's a big question. The advantage they have right now is that we have administrators who have passion for the game. They are ready to sacrifice physically, financially. So that's the advantage they have right now. They have the administrator who wants to give it out, even when the government is still okay. We're planning to. They are already. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. So that's one of the advantage. And like I told you, the new president is trying to make every wrestler comfortable, where you can. We want to build a centers where you can train, which is going to be the only one we have in Bayelsa. We want to have probably the west or the north area, like Abuja training center where you can, as a national team, we figure that we have 5 solid wrestlers in the north central and all that, so we can bring them back to the central and assign a coach to monitor their progress, monitor their training. So I think we have the west too, so it's going to be a regional thing where we focus and develop them.
I must say a big thank you to you, Coach Purity, for joining us today and being part of the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. I wish you, next time we'll be seeing at the Olympics. Hopefully, you'll be bringing gold this time around. Thank you.